So now you have this whole new world where the markers of success of a brand extend way beyond what they used to be. It's no longer just about like how effective was our advertising, how memorable was our advertising, how many people bought the product in the store, because now we have all these other interim markers. Because what happens if you like a brand, if you're curious, if you're motivated? It used to be that there was no visibility into that process. I had no idea if you got interested in a brand that you just saw advertised. I'd have to do a survey. I'd have to get you on the phone and conduct a 20-minute survey to find that out. Well, today we have a measure, it's not individual based necessarily, but we have a measure of how much we've excited the population of consumers by looking, for example, at search activity, trademark search. We can see how much traffic there is to our website. We can see how many more fans we got on Facebook. We can see how much sharing activity, how much conversation there is. So there's all of the stuff that's going on that a marketer would not be indifferent to. So my feeling is that if you're leading a brand and there's a marker in digital or social media that is unambiguous, meaning if it goes up, it's a good thing. If it goes down, it's a bad thing. And there aren't two opinions about it. Everyone agrees. And if it's passively there, and it's a measure of success that can be proven to have some correlation to ultimate business results, how can you not make that part of your KPI structure, your key performance indicator structure? How can you not bring that into the way you kind of evaluate the health of the brand that you're managing? So it makes a lot of sense that as media changes, the rules of brand building change. And as the rules of brand building change, the mental models change, and the marketing research approaches that we use to report on the health of brands, they have to change also. But sadly, they haven't changed very much. And, well, I shouldn't say sadly, because that's part of my Consulting Full Employment Act, is that they haven't changed. So, I hopefully am an agent of change, bringing people from point A to point B. And so what I'm going to do today is hopefully help to bring you a little bit on the journey from point A to point B. But there's something even before point A that I wanted to talk about. And, kind of like where we've been from way back when. So, and one thing before I forget, there's a book that you guys are all welcome to take that I've written, Brand Building in a Digital Social Mobile Age. And I brought as many hard copies as I could carry. However, I think Weber Shandwick is planning to send it to you guys also as a PDF. So if you prefer electronic, you can just get it that way as well. So some of the ideas that I'm expressing today are in the book, and some of them go beyond that. The book has some blog posts that I've written that were the most shared blogs that I've written. And it's amazing. So one blog that I've written has been shared almost 2,000 times. And I know because there's a sharing widget that I put on my site, a share this widget. And it's just amazing and very gratifying that people have chosen to vote with their sharing behavior that this is something that's meaningful to them. That particular one, by the way, is about 4 new types of segmentation in a digital social mobile age. So it's about new ways of thinking about how you would segment consumers. So anyway, so I think where we are today is that everyone is kind of playing catch-up ball. Marketers are trying to catch up to consumers, and marketing research is trying to catch up to marketing and get in the cadence of what marketing needs. But it's not really in the cadence. I mean, my feeling is that, still mostly the way we report on the health of brands is by using traditional survey brand trackers. And these trackers haven't really changed all that much through the years. And they haven't really improved their value proposition an awful lot through the years. They're still slow. They're still a periodicity to them that's controlled by the marketer and the supplier. Well, if the consumer is in control, the periodicity has to change, right? It's when you choose to talk about things. And you know, if you break apart what brand tracking is about, you know, what the benefit is to people of brand tracking, you say, well, what does it do? Okay, well, what does it do? It reports on, you know, the strategy and the positioning and how well consumers get what we hope our brand will mean to them. But it doesn't really do it all that well, because it does it in ways that reflect vocabulary that marketing research creates and not ways that people naturally want to talk about brands. It also is intended to report on the effectiveness of campaigns. But it doesn't do that very well either, because it's way too slow. So you might get a report on how much a campaign provided lift in brand consideration or whatever, but you'll get that after you've spent all your money. And in the digital age, there's a sense that we should be able to do better than that. You know, people are reacting to things in real time. I mean, all you have to do is look at Twitter trends, you know, as ads come on the Super Bowl. I mean, the response is instantaneous in terms of how people react. And, you know, marketers need to find a way that when the situation calls for instantaneous sensing and reaction, they have to be able to do that. So marketing research kind of is still stuck with the toolkit that is a little reflective of the Ed Sullivan Show, you know, and how that world used to work, and it needs to find a new path forward.